Okay, so here's the question, and we've all wished Jeff and his brother well. We want this to be as successful and safe as humanly possible. But is this a new risk that, and I hate to ask it this way, that Amazon shareholders need to think about, Sarah?
Absolutely. Going to space is a risk. And at the end of the day, a lot of these tests have been done in secret. We don't know about the safety precautions. However, if Jeff Bezos feels that he can take the risk, bringing his brother along with him, I'm sure he thinks it's pretty safe. But I know I would be on the edge of my seat if I was an Amazon shareholder, sure.
Michael, you live in this world. What do you think of the risk, the safety profile of taking this trip?
Well, there's a couple factors here. The first and most important is how many times they've conducted uncrewed test flights of this system. More than a dozen times to date, successfully landing it over and over and over again. So when you look at it from a spaceflight perspective, this is one of the most safe spacecraft flying currently, especially in terms of also it's not going all the way into orbit, so that reduces your risk pretty significantly as well. You're not going into orbit, flying around for a couple days and coming back at thousands of miles an hour through the atmosphere. It's a little bit more straightforward, and the system's been tested quite thoroughly. So if you were to really put yourself out there, this is one of the best you could be doing.
Michael, this is also going to be one of the greatest advertisements in history for Blue Origin if this is a successful space flight. The number of people that will therefore want to buy tickets, how much are they going to cost, and how quickly is this going to ramp up?
The cost question is still unanswered. I mean, they've opened a public auction for one of the seats on this spaceflight. That stands at $2.8 million currently, but that's not really a good idea of how much Blue Origin will charge for tickets. The current marketplace ballpark is Virgin Galactic. Those tickets historically have sold between $200,000 and $250,000. Those are now kind of creeping up into the $500,000, $600,000 range. So I would expect to see Blue Origin price their tickets in the sub $1 million range, closer to Virgin Galactic.
And I want to go back to Sarah in just a second, but Michael, in terms of doing this profitably, do we have any idea how much it actually costs them to put this thing into space for 11 minutes?
That we don't know. I mean, this is one of the downsides of Blue Origin being wholly owned by Bezos himself, is we really don't have an idea into the behind-the-scenes cost structure of how much each mission costs to get up and then bring back down. However, the big advantage here of this system is that it uses a reusable rocket booster. So they land the rocket booster, they land the capsule, they put them back together, clean them, and launch them again. So that really reduces your overall cost rather than the traditional way of launching a rocket, which is to throw away the booster after every mission.
Sarah, I want to pivot if we could, because I want to talk to you about AMC and the apes, which seem to be still out in force. Do you have any new reporting in terms of where this is all headed? Obviously, the price is now, I think we're at about $46, $47 today. But they were out in force over the weekend, talking up the stock once again.
Yeah, well, there's two new things. One is that since we last spoke last week, Adam Aron, the CEO of AMC, he's much more inclined to use this to raise capital. We started to see last week he was going in that direction, which is good. Maybe he can pay down some debt, which he has a lot of to do. But the other thing that we are starting to see is that retail investors are really taking to his offer to give them some popcorn, give them some butts and seats. We saw last week when Adam Aron was starting to reach out casually to these investors, I was wondering, is that going to shake their confidence in this whole play? Are they going to like that? Well, it turns out they are liking that. AMC and a few other theater chains had some good momentum this past weekend. We saw the theaters coming back a little bit. And the retail investors, I was looking on Reddit this morning, they seem pretty pleased with the outreach. So as long as he doesn't trigger any sort of SEC violations, it seems to be working.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.